Chillin' tonight, 10 Eastern.
Live, Tennessee suburbs, a 5-year-old little girl, Alexa, sneaks into the fridge to get one of stepmommy's grape sodas. Punishment? Stepmommy and the child's natural father force the little girl, just 5 years old, to drink and drink and drink grape soda, at least 2 liters that we've been told of, until the 5-year-old girl dies of acute fluid intoxication and brain swelling. Hey, evil stepmommy, you're going to wish you had a cold grape soda where you're going.
9-year-old Savannah Harden eating a candy bar that she wasn't supposed to. When Savannah's grandmother found out, she made Savannah run around the outside of this house for 3 hours.
A 9-year-old child is actually run to death.
The kindergartner was sent home from school after misbehaving. His father, who shares custody,
punishes him by hitting him in the rear a few times and then forces the child to do push-ups and squats for 20 minutes.
Court papers say Thomas Joseph Presley lost control, beating Blake to death. Cops say Presley tried to cover it up, staging a hit-and-run accident.
Melvin L. Morse, M.D.
Dr. Morse is accused of waterboarding his 11-year-old daughter.
Her mother stood by and watched.
Held her face under a faucet at least 4 times in the last 2 years to punish her.
And now a child, a 5-year-old little girl, look at her. Look at that. Forced to drink grape soda until she's dead. To Jeff Bobo, Bureau Chief of the Kingsport Time News. Jeff, thanks for being with us. When I first read this, I thought I had misread it. I had to go back and look at it again.
My editor had the same reaction when I told her that I had a story about a child that was murdered with grape soda. She thought I was making a bad joke. So Roinsville is a very small, tight-knit community, and when Alexa Lindblom died, there was already a lot of suspicion on her stepmother because she has 5 siblings ahead of her in school, and it was pretty well known that they were subjected to some bizarre punishments.
Like what?
Being forced to run around their house in their underwear in all kinds of weather, being forced to stay outside and...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeff Bobo.
Yes.
Was Child Protective Services ever called in?
Apparently not. The Attorney General told me there was no record of child abuse. This is information that I received from school employees.
Jeff, hold on. Hold that shot right there. Mary Vaughn and Randall Lee Vaughn, these are the 2 that forced this little girl, Alexa, to drink grape soda until she's dead.
Right.
I don't even understand. Hold on. With me right now, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Lawson, thank you for being with us. I know you're swamped. I've never heard of a case where someone was forced, much like a 5-year-old child, forced to drink until they're dead. What do you know about this? What did the parents say when you got there?
Well, we didn't get in contact with this case until the child had already arrived at the hospital, and that's when the other complaints you're talking about came to light, was the punishment they were receiving.
Have you ever, were there complaints about the other children getting mistreated?
No, I haven't had any complaints. My office hadn't had any where any of the Department of Children's Services.
Now, why was it that Alexa, just 5 years old, why was she forced to drink grape soda until she goes into brain swelling?
Okay, there were 7 children in the house that night of New Year's Eve, and one of them was a visiting child. And when the parents got up, they found an empty grape soda can, and when they asked the children who had drank the soda, they told them that Alexa had. And that's when the punishment began, because she had took upon herself to drink one of the grape sodas.
Clark Goldman, what more do you know?
Quite shocking. So we got the cold hard facts and obtained this autopsy report. I can take you through it now, and it just hits home. We're talking more than 2 liters of fluid. Not only grape soda, but water. And as you can see behind me, This was over a period of just 1 to 2 hours. And take a look at this as we advance through. You'll see this little girl, she needed help, and she needed help quickly. She vomited multiple times. Authorities say she told her parents she had stomach pain. But then, curiously, the parents do say she was awake in the car playing patty cake. However, if we advance on to the next screen, guys, you'll take a look at this and see that 2.4 liters, that's right, 2.4 liters of soda found in her body. And take a look at this, guys. It just continues to be shocking. As we see, she was otherwise healthy, but vomited multiple times, asked to take a bath, fed her oatmeal, Nancy, and then when she couldn't keep the oatmeal down, according to authorities, that's when she went into this demise.
To Dr. Bill Mannion, medical examiner, joining me out of Philly. Dr. Mannion, hydronecemic encephalopathy, what is that?
Well, the soda does not contain much sodium. So basically, and this child at the age of 5 probably has a weight of about 45 pounds. So all the blood in her system amounts to about 2 liters. Basically, they made her drink as much fluid over, 2.4 liters, as much blood as she has. And so this fluid she's drinking does not have sodium, so she keeps lowering and lowering her sodium. As you lower the sodium, the brain begins to swell because you don't have the electrolytes holding fluid in the circulation.
Unleash the lawyers. Eric Guster out of Atlanta also joining me. Trinity 100 Mark. All right, Guster. What's your defense? That evil stepmommy sat back and had a laugh. She's going to need a cold grape soda. Where's she going? And you know where that is. Hell.
Well, this is not a murder case. This should be a manslaughter case of negligence. No, it's not a murder case. No one would think that drinking a soda in any amount would kill someone. And that's what this mom did. I mean, it's very unfortunate. I'm sure that they have beaten themselves up over and over about this. But this is simply not a murder case.
Come on, punishing the child, Trinity, because she had a grape soda. So they make her drink soda until she goes into failure, brain swelling.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, Nancy, but I agree. I don't think that they intended to do this. I mean, clearly when stuff started to go downhill, they tried to get her fixed, and they took her immediately to the hospital. They didn't try to hide her or do anything else. They did.
After they took her immediately, Clark,
they took her.
They take her immediately?
No, they didn't, Nancy. Authorities say they waited between 2 and 3 hours until she was actually brought into the hospital,
well,
and
they
that
tried to
made
get her
them
to
able
do
to
it
save her
by
life.
home remedies, tried to get her to vomit, eat something, do things that normal parents would do in the course.
Immediately.
They didn't let her sit home and die. They didn't wait forever. And there's also indications that she has had issues before. She's had issues with urination, with being thirsty. So she seems to have had some medical issues in her past. So who knows? But
they had probably abused her. What are you shaking your head
about? She was abused in her previous home, and she was put with these people because of her previous abuse.
The two of you together. You're like Beelzebub.
This is not a murder case. It was a horrible mistake that the mom did. I mean, just like if a child...
Stepmother. Leslie Austin, psychotherapist, this was no mistake.
Well, they certainly intended to harm her, and the amount of sadism and cruelty in punishing her for drinking a grape soda is unthinkable. The result, obviously she's dead. I don't know the legalese here, but it's absolute sadism, and that is unconditionally inexcusable. There's no reason to punish a child like that.
15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah.